Very good afternoon. See, I still have my little friend. I must thank Eric Hill so much. Remember, he was with us yesterday to talk about his best friend, first best friend, Spot, and I love him so much. I said, please, may I keep him with us, because Eric is going to join us again with our movie tomorrow for another little chat, because there are so many things we didn't talk about that I know will be of interest to all young people, and I'm sure all parents and teachers and everybody who has, like myself, fallen in love with Spot, one of our most delightful characters in young people's fiction these days. Right, now, our movie today doesn't give me much time to talk, so I'm going to be pretty much to the point. Around about 1948, 49, 50, there was a great interest in making science fiction fantasy movies. One of the biggest and the one that started it all off was a film called Destination Moon, produced by George Powell. But there was another little film that came out shortly after and was kind of lost in the shuffle somewhat because of the publicity and all the spectacle of Destination Moon. There was a little film called Flight to Mars, which was actually shot in a process called Cinecolor, which didn't last all that long in feature movie making, but recently, in Kansas City in the United States, a theatrical person decided that he wanted to restore some of the science fiction movies of yesteryear, and he got hold of an original negative of Flight to Mars, had it all fixed up because it was in a bad state, and who knows, we may end up seeing a new version of Flight to Mars before we're finished. However, we're lucky to have it today. It's interesting historically as being one of the first of the science fiction adventures, or I should say, once again, science fiction fantasy adventures of this particular period. Now, the cast includes Marguerite Chapman. She's the leading lady, and someone I rather liked very much years ago. She worked mainly for Columbia. Also, Cameron Mitchell is in the picture, and another actor for whom I have great admiration, John Littell. I think you might find Flight to Mars interesting for many reasons. I hope you enjoyed that movie. It's of great interest, and you ask anyone who knows science fiction and fantasy, and they'll say to you, it is a fascinating movie to see. Not to send up necessarily, but just to examine to see how they did it in the early 1950s. It is not spectacular like the newer ones, but I think it's quite fascinating, and I hope you did too today. There he is. Good afternoon, everyone. Spot will be back tomorrow with his creator, Eric Hill.